Hi, this is Kevin Davey of KJ Trading Systems, and welcome to the latest video in our How to Pick a Winning Trading System series. Just as a reminder, this is the same process I use to develop and pick winning trading systems. And for 3 consecutive years, I was able to achieve 100% plus annual returns in a worldwide, real money, real-time trading contest. But first, a quick disclaimer that with futures you can lose a lot of money, so don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. And watch out for hypothetical results, because hypothetical results were created with the benefit of hindsight and they may not work going forward, and all trading decisions should be your own. Alright, now we're on to step 4 in our series of how to pick a winning trading system. Today we'll be looking at how to select the system and your exit point. So at this point you've done your due diligence and you've picked the system that you want. And now comes the tough part, is when do you stop subscribing? When do you give up on the system? Now I can tell you 9 out of 10 people don't think of this step when they get a system, because you're all excited to be trading it, how much money you're going to make, rah rah rah, you're going to be doing this for years and years. You don't think about the downside. That's understandable, but it's very important that you think about up front, when are you going to stop subscribing? Here's an equity curve from one of my systems that's available at worldcupadvisor.com, and there's a similar system at Collective too. Now this is a pretty good system, and as you can see, the equity curve isn't a straight line. It's a very realistic upward slope with a sort of flat to up period and another up period, but there's drawdowns along the way, and that's a good indication of a real system. And what you want to do before you start trading, but after you've selected the system, is determine when you're going to get out. I've put little question marks besides each point where you might get out. You know, there might be a drawdown that is just too severe or too prolonged or too sharp, and you might decide to get out. Or there might be a flat period where you get out. Some people like to get out at a new equity high, which I've marked here. So if you were trading the system from this point, you might decide at this point to get out. There's a lot of different ways to do it. The important thing is to do something you feel comfortable with. So some of the things you can look at are maximum drawdown, the number of consecutive losing trades, the amount lost in a week, a month, a year, or a certain amount of profit. Maybe overall winning percentage is what you are interested in. That's not really a meaningful metric, but maybe you like it. Some people actually take the equity, make a trend line of their equity curve, and when it breaks the trend line, they stop. Basically, anything that can be monitored and measured is what you want to use. And what you want to do is decide this before you start trading. I've had people subscribe to systems where after 2 days of losses in a row, they've quit, which there's going to be 2 days of losses in a row, and if they had looked at the previous results, they knew that was possible, but right away they got scared and decided to quit. Well, if you do that, you're going to go from system to system, from buying things to subscribing to trying it yourself to using a broker or a CTA, and you're never going to be happy. The key is to pick that exit point up front and then stick to it. And again, the pitfall in this step is not picking one at all. That's sometimes even worse than picking a bad one, because what will happen is you'll just watch your money waste away, or you'll quit too early. So what you want to do is protect your trading capital for another day. So write it down. Figure out what you want, write it down. And that wraps up this video in the series of how to pick a winning trading system. Feel free to email me with any questions you might have. Feel free to visit my website and get information and read some articles and learn more about trading. Till next time, happy trading.